My mom slapped my teacher in front of the entire school. The first time Mr. Callahan touched me, nobody thought it was weird. He was the kind of teacher everyone loved. Young, funny, coached JV basketball, always joking with students in the hallway like he was one of us. Parents adored him. Teachers defended him. If a girl complained about him being too friendly, people rolled their eyes and called her dramatic. I was a sophomore at a public high school outside Cleveland, quiet enough that most people barely noticed me, which was exactly why he picked me. It started small. A hand on my shoulder that stayed too long, standing way too close behind my desk. Comments whispered during class. You'd be prettier if you smiled more. You know you're my favorite student, right? Every time it happened, I froze. And every time I convinced myself maybe I was overthinking it. Then came the tutoring sessions. I was failing algebra, so he offered to help me after school. My mom worked double shifts at the hospital and trusted teachers more than anybody. So every Tuesday, I stayed late in his classroom while the halls emptied out. At first, it felt normal. Then one afternoon, he locked the classroom door. I remember the click more than anything. My stomach dropped. You're always so tense around me, he said, leaning against my desk. You don't have to act scared. I laughed nervously because I didn't know what else to do. He stepped closer. You're really mature for your age. I grabbed my backpack so fast my chair tipped over. I mumbled something about my ride being outside and practically ran to the parking lot, shaking so hard I dropped my phone twice before I got in my mom's car. She looked over immediately. What happened? Nothing. But moms know. For the next week, I avoided his class every chance I got. I took the long way through the hallways. I ate lunch in the library. I even started pretending to be sick so I wouldn't have to go to school. Then he cornered me near the gym. You've been avoiding me, he said softly. I tried to walk away. His voice dropped lower. You know nobody's gonna believe you if you start making stuff up. That sentence sat in my chest like a brick. That night, I finally told my mom everything. Every comment, every touch. The locked classroom door. She went completely silent while I talked. No interruptions. No questions. When I finished, she stood up, grabbed her keys, and said, get in the car. It was almost 9 p.m. when we pulled into the school parking lot. The football team was still practicing under the stadium lights. My mom marched straight through the front office like she owned the building. The principal looked annoyed the second he saw us. Mrs. Bennett, school hours are... My daughter says one of your teachers has been harassing her. His expression changed instantly. Not concern. Panic. We take accusations very seriously, he said carefully. But Mr. Callahan is highly respected. My mom slammed her hand on his desk so hard his coffee spilled. I don't care if he's the Pope. The secretary froze. A counselor poked her head out of another office. The principal lowered his voice. We should discuss this privately. No, my mom snapped. You people love privacy. That's how predators survive. Then the office door opened, and Mr. Callahan walked in carrying a basketball. He stopped cold when he saw me. My entire body locked up. The principal stood quickly. There seems to have been a misunderstanding. Mr. Callahan smiled. Actually smiled. She's probably confused. Kids get attached sometimes. My mom crossed the room so fast I barely processed it. Smack. The sound echoed through the office. Everyone froze. Mr. Callahan stumbled sideways, holding his face in complete shock. My mom pointed directly at him. Say one more word about my daughter and I will make your life a living hell. For a second, nobody moved. Then the counselor quietly said, we should check the classroom cameras. Everything changed after that. Turns out there were no cameras inside his room, but there were cameras in the hallway. Enough to show him keeping female students after class. Enough to show him locking the door multiple times. Enough to show girls leaving his classroom crying. 3 other girls came forward within 2 days. By Friday, he was gone. Not suspended. Gone. And the craziest part? Half the parents in town still defended him online. But every time I think about staying silent, I remember the look on his face after my mom slapped him. For the first time in his life, somebody finally made him scared.